Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one Chariots, UFOs, Clouds. Call Halayim La Alahayinawa, Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawahshi. Call Halayim La Abanawa, Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawahshi. Basically, I'm just gonna, I don't want to make this too long, but from what I was watching earlier, Esau, they're basically, sitting here lying and saying that they have the chariots, they have chariots in their possession. The Alahayim, the vehicles of the Lord, man. They have these chariots, these UFOs in their possession, which is a big lie. These chariots, these UFOs, these are not your typical stealth fighter jets, your little piece of shit stealth fighter jets. These so-called UFOs, the chariots, the vehicles of the Alahayim, the angels, man, the vehicles of salvation of Israel. Because this is how the elect of Israel, out of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, these are the vehicles on how the elect is going to be saved out of this, man. See, and throughout the scriptures, Ezra called it a mountain, a flying mountain. Zechariah called it a flying roll. They're known as clouds. There's all type of different names, and it's right here in the Bible, man. But it's just in this end time, the Lord has, opened that seal and revealed His secrets unto His prophets about these UFOs. That these are the Alahayim, these are the angels in these vehicles. They're not no little green men that Esau is lying about. See, because the elites, the elites, they know that these are the angels of the Lord. See, but let me get a couple of scriptures and I'm gonna close out, man. I don't want to make this too long. Let me go to Job. Job 38 and 31. Job 38 and 31, and it reads, it says, "Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion?" 32. Canst thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season, or canst thou guide Arcturus with his sons? And see, these are the names of these constellations that are way out there. I'm talking about, there's even no number on how far these constellations are from us. But the Lord he's asking basically, can you direct these constellations? Can you direct the stars? What he say too, can now measure the height of heaven and the depths of the earth? These vehicles that the Lord, these chariots are beyond. They're beyond our comprehension. See, but Those constellations are trillions and trillions and trillions of miles away. And they're you know, for us, for us to get to another galaxy takes, you know, almost 15 billion, you know, they're 15 billion miles away, you know, to get to another galaxy, man. 15 billion miles away. So, you know, it's just the glory and the power of the Lord, man, is just, there's no answer for it. And Esau's created his space force. The Esau's gonna lose, man. The angels are dreadful. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. These angels are dreadful to look at. These angels are completely dreadful to look at. Let me go to Ezekiel. Let me give you, this is what the angels look like. This is what those angels look like that are in those UFOs. I'm gonna go right to it too, due to time consumed. It says Ezekiel 1, and I'll start at 5. This is what the angels look like. This is what them angels look like in those so-called UFOs. It says Ezekiel 1 and 5, and it reads, it says, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. This is what Ezekiel saw. He said, and this was their appearance. This was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, so they looked like a man. He says 6, and everyone had 4 faces. They got 4 faces. Front, side to side, and back. They got 4 faces. They have the appearance of a man. They got 4 faces. They're dreadful to look at. And everyone had 4 wings. So they got wings, faces. It says they look like a man. It says 7. And their feet were straight feet. And the sole of their feet, they got feet, was like the sole of a calf's foot. And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. So they look like a man, they got feet, they got faces, and they got color. So what color is burnished brass? What color is burnt brass? What color is brass, and what happens to it when you burn brass? It's dark. See? These are Negroes, man. These are so-called Negroes, the Elohim, the angels that are in those UFOs. It says 8, and they had hands, and they had the hands of a man. So they got feet, and they got hands of a man. They got faces, they got colors, they got a body. It says, and they had the hands of a man under their wings, on their 4 sides. And they 4 had their faces and their wings. It says 10. It says, as for the likeness of their faces, as the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man. So they got the appearance of a man. They got the face of a man. They got 4 faces though. Faces of a man, a face of a man, the face of a lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle. So they got a face of a man, a face of a lion on the right, the face of an ox on the left, and then in the back they got a face of an eagle. So this is why they're so dreadful to look at. We can't see that. We can't see the angels, the Elohim, in this regular physical body like this. We won't be able to take it, man. We won't be able to take it. It says 16. It says, I'll hop to 16. It says, the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl. And they 4 had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. And that's what those UFOs look like, a wheel within a wheel. Like I said, Ezra said it was a flying mountain. Zechariah said it was a flying roll. Ezekiel saying a wheel within a wheel. See? So that's what the Elohim, the angels, look like in those UFOs. And they're also known as clouds too. Because it just told you in Exodus that the Lord, he led them by a cloud by day and a pillar of fire at night. Let me go to matter of fact, let me go to Zechariah. Let me just get the quick meat off the bone with Zechariah. Let me go to Zechariah 5. Zechariah 5:1. Zechariah 5:1, and it reads, it says, "Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll." And looked, and behold, a flying roll. 2, he said unto me, the angel, "What seest thou?" And I answered, "I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits. He's describing how big it is. And the breadth thereof 10 cubits, how wide and how big it is. It says, "Then said he unto me, This is the curse. This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it." See, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And we all know Esau has stolen, man. He's stolen everything. This is why these UFOs are constantly coming closer and closer and manifesting themselves. And if you read down it too, it tells you as far as this, with the sin, balancing with those ephah, those measurements, because the Lord is about balance, man. And once sin, like he says, a false balance is abomination to the Lord. But the sin is outweighing the good in the earth right now, man. But this is the curse that go forth over the whole earth. These chariots, these UFOs, and Esau don't have the answer. And the Lord, in His second return, which we're close to, He's coming back with innumerable amount of angels, man. Innumerable. You won't be able to count them. They just had a report a while ago that there's 4 quintillion, if I'm saying it right, 4 quintillion chariots, UFOs, that are in our solar system, man. So the chariots are out there. The Elohim, 4 quintillion. How many ever zeros that is? It says, "For I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And Esau has sweareth falsely by the Lord's name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof." And so Esau, he stole and lied and abused the Lord's people. And look at what he's doing right now. Esau is trying to put a implant, a CHIP, and some technology into rule over you. I mean, total lawlessness, total what do you call it? Tyrannical, just completely evil, wicked ruling that Esau is trying to do on the earth. And he's going to try to destroy the Lord's people, but it's not going to happen. Let me close out with this. But this is why these UFOs are coming, man. He said it enters into the house of the thief. Esau has stole the land of America. You stole this. You raped, robbed, and murdered, the tribes, man. The northern tribe. And then you enslaved the tribes and also the southern tribe, the Negroes. So you murdered. So they're gonna like that movie Arrival. What is that movie though with Tom Cruise? The World of Wars, or it's all Independence Day. They're showing it, man. So they're gonna keep coming closer and closer until that green light gives that Yahweh gives the green light to come back. And this is ultimately how the elect is going to be saved, getting beamed up through those chariots. Now, I'll close out with this. Revelation 19:13, and it reads, it says, and he was clothed with vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the word of God, the word of the Lord. This is YAHAWAHSHI. It says 14, and the armies which were in heaven followed him. He's coming back with innumerable amount of angels. Innumerable. You won't even be able to count it. By his side is going to be Michael the archangel too, the war angel, third in command. It says, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, and those horses represent power, because them chariots, they have them UFOs have power, man. They're able to reappear, disappear. They can do anything. It says clothed in fine linen, white and clean. It says 15, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it should smite the nations. Ultimately, Esau, Edom. You nation, Esau, Edom, to you other nations, you're through, man. Because he's coming to destroy you. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty God, Yahweh, man. It says 16, and he hath on his vesture, on his thigh, a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, YAHAWAHSHI, the Holy Mashiach, the power of Israel. It says 19, and I saw the beast and the kings of the earth, which that beast is NATO. It says, and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, and against his army. They're gonna try to fight. That's why Esau created this space force. And all this military might and stuff. It says 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them, and had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship the image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. And so those that take that mark, you take that CHIP, you're going to be burned by fire. You're going to be burned by those thermonuclear ICBM fire missiles, and then the fire that the Lord is bringing on earth. Shalom.